Now, when I was sitting down with the folks at Martin Murphy, they said that they needed to have a 7-minute cleanup bell for certain classes. They didn't want all the bells to ring, just some of them. So what we decided to do was we needed to create, number one, a bell schedule so that we can identify that bells should ring 7 minutes ahead of time. But also, we need to create a bell group. Now, unfortunately, you don't have the ability in your login to be able to create bell groups. So I actually had to work together with Martin Murphy, and what we did is on our side, we created the bell groups. And then once that bell group was created, then they were able to create their schedule. So let's start off with if you need a special group of bells, let us know. We'll create that bell group for you, and then you'll be able to do what Martin Murphy did next. So they went to the bells, and this is the overview screen. They went to any one of their days. Let's try a regular day schedule, and this I think was for Tuesday. And you can see we already have the Martin Murphy 7-minute warning bell. I'm going to show you how we did that one. We counted up how many warning bells we needed, and then there were 6 warning bells. Martin Murphy Middle School, their 7-minute warning bell. So what we did was we first clicked Add Entry 6 times. 1, and I scroll back up, 2, scroll back up, 3. You can see now I'm adding 1, 2, 3, scroll back up, 4, 5, and then we're going to add 6. I have now got 6 entries. Then what I did was we had on a sheet of paper what the times were. So let's say, for example, I wanted one at 9:07. So I would put the time 9:07:00. And then I would put a space AM for the morning. Now it asks me for what bell do I want to ring, and we chose for the morning bell MM ringtone 1. Now you're probably asking yourself, how do I know what any of these bells sound like? And that's a really good question. What we're going to be doing is getting a recording of each of these tones, and that way you can click on the recordings and hear what all of them sound like and make some better choices. We're also going to be looking to see if we can get custom tones, maybe to suit the needs of our schools. Alright, the next thing we did is we put over here on this column, and let's scroll up to the top to see what that column's name is. It says recipient groups. Now, if you clicked on that and you didn't have a recipient group, you would only have the all speakers. And that would be a bummer because everybody would hear the warning bell. But because we worked together with Martin Murphy, we created this 7-minute bell group. They were able to identify exactly the speakers that they wanted to ring. And there we go. Now, we've got 6 more to do, right? So the shortcut is I'm just going to use this little blue arrow. See, there's one on each one. And I'm going to click it and hold my click down. It's the left click. So I click and hold down. I just drag straight down. And as long as I'm dragging that arrow anywhere in the cell below, it just copies exactly that element there. Do you see how I'm doing this? Now I don't have to reselect this tone 1 7-minute warning bell. I'll do this to all of them. Now, of course, I don't want them all to ring at 9:07, so I'm going to step back, and after I just select all these down, kind of see how it's just a simple little drag down. Okay, and then I'll go back and change all the times. Let's say 10:07, 11:07, and these are not the right times. I'm just kind of doing some demonstrations. Now on 12:07, don't forget to change that to PM, otherwise you're going to be getting some angry neighbors. And then I'd finish those. When I'm done, I click on Done, and then it would save it. I'm not going to click on Done because I don't want to do this for Martin Murphy and ruin their bell schedule. So I click Cancel. If I went back to Martin Murphy, clicked on that Tuesday date that we were just talking about, you'll notice that the things that I added down below, they're not there anymore. So we did not mess up their system. They're good to go. That's how you add the 7-minute bell schedule. Don't forget, you need to ask us to give you a bell group, and we need to know exactly which bells you want to ring, so the room numbers, if it's a library, whatever it is. And then once we do that, you'll be able to select that bell group by creating the different times that it will ring.